welcome to a game of Dota 2. It's day number 32, and therefore also the last day of the online group stages for StarLadder Star Series Season 5. And we have got a game between Fnatic, who are, of course, already guaranteed a trip to Kiev. One of the three teams so far that has a guaranteed trip, together with No Talent and Empire. And TCM, the team that is, I think they're already out of the clear actually. Like the bottom two are gonna get dropped down to the Pro Series. And I don't really have an updated score for you at the moment, unfortunately. Scoreboard. Let me see how updated this is. The TCM is fine. TCM is fine. If you want to check out the scores for yourself, you can go to StarLadder.tv and then go to the Dota 2 section and then click on the league button after you click on the British flag if you can't read what it says. But yeah, that's so this game is purely for honor purposes, and we're just gonna see it as a bit of a warm-up for the game that's gonna happen after this one. Because the game after this one is gonna be Virtus Pro versus Mousesports, and I just already said there's three people. Three teams actually that are going to be going to Kiev already, and either Virtus Pro or Mousesports is going to be getting the fourth ticket. But it's all going to be dependent on that one single game, the last game of the online group stages. By the way, for people that are curious, the LAN finals actually starts at the 4th of April. From the 4th of April to the 7th of April. So that you should clear out your schedule, because there's going to be a lot of good games around that time. Of course, I do believe that Toby will actually be going to Kiev. Toby to join Dota, of course. So you have online coverage for that one, even though I probably will still want to cast. So you can also, of course, be here. But let's just talk about this game, because of course that's why we're here. We have got Fnatic, a very strong team, of course, and they know that this game is not gonna inflict or anything on their rankings. Basically, they are gonna go to Kiev, guaranteed. So it looks like they're gonna be trying out some new stuff. And now Silencer, you might consider that a bit of a troll pick, and it might be, but it's actually not that bad against the Wisp combination. Like if Wisp's Chaos Knight got TPs, you of course see the TP slightly before she actually drops. So if you then pop the silence, that means that you have a Wisp and a CK incoming that can't do anything at all. So it is an okay hero to have. Let's see what they're gonna pick up with that. We have the bans being the normal ones, apart from the Wisp that got picked up by TCM. It is the Coddle, the Bat Rider, the Nyx, and the Magnus. And Fnatic, they are taking their time for their next pick, and they're actually taking into their bonus time for this one. And they pick up a Storm Spirit, a very early Storm Spirit, may I add. I mean, normally Storm Spirit is not one of those heroes that you ban straight away, but it's a Storm Spirit against Wisp again is just a great one to have. If he is anywhere close by to where Wisp and his target are TPing, then he will be there and he will be able to just help out. So it's a great one to have, and they have got a solo mid complete with that. As far as Silence's role go, we have actually seen him in different kind of roles. We've seen him on the aggressive tri lane as a farmer. We've seen him in the solo mid lane. We've actually seen him mostly as support, I'd guess. And I think for now we can't really say anything solidly. I'm actually leaning towards the support option, but it will all depend on what they're going to be picking up next. TCM, what will they be picking up? Are they going to go for something like a Gyro and a Bane, or Gyro and a Rubik actually? Or are they going to be going for combinations with that Wisp? They're going to go for combinations with that Wisp. Not the CK though, it's going to be the Tiny, and the Puck gets picked up. Puck against Storm Spirit is very nice, of course, because that silence really hurts Storm. The thing about Storm is that he wants to be able to jump around the team fight, jump around the lane, and if you have a Waning Rift there from the Puck, of course Puck will make sure that that's not going to happen, and he can just shut down the Storm Spirit, even for a very short period of time.
10 seconds.
But it can be enough. And there's the Lifestealer picked up by Fnatic. There was, of course, I kind of thought that maybe TCM wanted to go for that one still. I mean, there's, of course, the Wisp TP that you can have with 3 people instead of 2. But Fnatic securing that one, and that kind of confirms, it's not entirely sure yet, but it kind of confirms that Silencer is probably going to be playing a support role with the Undying, Undying being banned out, but with the Lifestealer there as a carry. But Undying getting banned out by TCM, and the Darkseer also getting banned out that time, that one on Fnatic. Because we still need an offlaner for TCM, I guess. They have got the Wisp and the Tiny, which we can assume are going to be on the safe lane, with the Puck being on the mid lane, up against the Storm Spirit, as I said. And then still an offlane needed. Now we still have a lot of people that can go in the offlane. I mean, even a lone druid wouldn't actually. I actually think TCM would benefit most from a lone druid actually at this point, because otherwise you all bank everything on that tiny wisp combination, and if that's not going to be working out, then you know, then you're kind of screwed. So never mind. They ban out the lone druid themselves. With the bounty hunter, they'll ban out for Fnatic. We still have the Windrunner and the Beastmaster. You know, all those heroes still in the pool that could also be going on that offlane. And TCM thinking about their last ban. If we look at Fnatic's lineup, we also know that they still need an offlaner. Basically, they have got, of course, the Storm, which we are gonna assume is mid, and then a dual lane with a Lifestealer and a Silencer. Probably still gonna be another support, because right now what Fnatic doesn't really have, apart from the Vortex on the Storm Spirit, is Disable. And we still have, of course, those strong supports in the pool that we normally see picked up very early on, like the Shadow Demon and the Rubik and the Bane. Now those are all still in there, and I actually, yeah, I'm actually surprised that they are not banned out. But maybe both teams still want to pick up at least one of those, and are afraid that if they ban out one of those, then the opposing team is gonna ban out the other one that they actually want to pick up. You know, there's so many possibilities there. And there's gonna be a Visage ban out with the Chen. No hesitation coming off from Fnatic. They are really forcing TCM to, well, to use their time wisely, basically, because Fnatic is not planning on giving them any extra time, at least not with the bans. Banning out the Chen last. Maybe they want to pick up an Enchantress for themselves. That could be the case. We still, of course, have the Enigma in the pool as well if they really want to go for a jungle hero. We have got the Visage ban. The Visage, I like the Visage if he's on an aggressive tri-lane.
5 seconds remaining.
But I don't like him when there's no solid disable. Basically, I think an aggressive tri-lane without a solid disable is I mean, it can work. We've seen it work before, but it's not really as strong as one with a disable. And Silencer and Lifestealer, I mean, yeah, they have slows and Grave Shields and slow as well, but no disable on any of those. So I'm not quite sure about that one. So we're going to be seeing what TCM is going to be picking up here. I mean, like we said, they already have got that, or they need kind of that offlaner still. Could also go for support to make the tiny wisp lane a bit safer. Maybe even, nah, I don't think they're very strong on an aggressive trail lane, so they'll go on the safe lane. They could even go for a dual lane still, and then go for an aggressive dual lane in a way. But no, they pick up the safe lane solo, so that's the Windrunner, and the Ancient Separation is gonna be the one that gets picked up by Fnatic. Now, I did say I like heroes rather with a disable on lanes. And even though Ancient Separation's Cold Feet is, it's not guaranteed to proc with the open wounds on there, but it is a very high chance. Like, it really depends a bit on how fast you are on your toes, etc. And it can be enough to actually get that cold free proc up, but it's not really a certain stun as I was hoping for. Wow, English is hard.
5 seconds.
TCM,
remaining.
20 seconds left into their bonus time. Looks like they're gonna be using it, or at least a bit of it. Is it gonna be another support to go together with that Wisp and a Tiny? I mean, I'm still quite surprised that we still have Rubik in the pool as well as Shadow Demon, two heroes that we so often see, and a Bane that works so good against the Lifestealer as well. I mean, we still have all of those ready up for grabs, but they could also pick up a jungle hero, of course. It's gonna be a Sven though. I do think we're gonna see a Sven a support role here then, and I like it because a Sven support, I mean, yes, he has a solid stun and he's great as a support as well as of course we've seen him as a carry, but the thing about a Sven support is that later on in the game he can transition into a semi-carry, and he might not be the Sven that everybody fears and that we know that, you know, can be there, but he will definitely be a force to reckon with if he gets his time, if the game lasts long enough.
10 seconds.
Now Fnatic, they still need a bit of an offlaner from what we can tell right now. We have got a tri-lane with the Silencer, Lifestealer and the Ancient Separation. And just a solo lane needed. Is it going to be a solo safe lane or a solo off lane? We don't know. It really depends on what they're going to do with their tri-lane. If they're going to be making it aggressive, which is a possibility because there's a lot of harass on Fnatic's side as well with the Silencer there. But they could also just be making it into a safe lane. But it will really depend on what they pick up last. We still have a lot of offlaners in the pool, even with the Windrunner picked up. And again, I mean, Shadow Demon, Rubik, as well as the Queen of Pain. 3 heroes that we have basically not seen. Not seen. Let's put it. We've seen them all the time. Be that in the banning stages, be that in the picking stages. We have seen them time and time again. But they're just, nope, not there.
The Shrek.
And there's the Shrek. Are they gonna go for 2 dual lanes? Silencer on the solo safe lane? Maybe. And everybody, of course, remembers the Shrek that Synderen played, I think it was yesterday. Maybe the day before, but he hit every single split earth. Well, no, apart from one. But still, it was really enjoyable to watch. Without having a setup stun, by the way, because as you can see, there's no real setup stun for this either, unless you're gonna count the vortex, of course. And the open wounds do make it a lot easier for the Shrek to hit a stun, don't get me wrong. Let's see who is going to be playing what. And if we're indeed going to see a safe lane Silencer by himself, he has of course got a lot of harassment and he can actually survive on that safe lane. We might even see Storm Spirit on the safe lane top and then Silencer in the mid, depending on what they're going to be expecting.
10 seconds remaining.
Silencer against the puck is pretty decent to have, I feel like.
5 seconds remaining.
Because, you know, the thing that's, of course, you know, at some point if you're cursed, you're basically being forced to use a spell. Phase shift does not count towards that, I believe, because it doesn't cost any mana. So you're only forced to use very expensive spells. So he can get a harassed puck out of mana very fast. If he is indeed going to be up against that, that's of course the question. But let's take a look at what we have here. So we have No Tail. He's going to be playing the Age Separation. Era, of course, on his Lifestealer. Honey on the Storm Spirit. And on the back end of things, we have Trixie playing the Silencer. With Leshrac being played, of course, by stand-in Synderen, who is, of course, still standing in for Fly, who is not here today. We have got for TCM on the Radiant side, we've got Go Audio playing the Tiny. Looks like he's going to be going in a dual mid lane with Werner helping him out on the Wisp. On the bottom lane, we're going to see Blueberry Ninja, and Blueberry Ninja is normally the support player for TCM, so I'm expecting him to do the same thing here again. And Quicks picked up the Windrunner, and that means we're missing one. Oh, no. Oh, there. Hello. And Raikou is going to be playing the puck, so he'll be on the top lane, on the suicide lane. And it looks like we're going to see either Quicks farming here. Looks like we're going to see Quicks farming, and Blueberry Ninja still on his support here. Judging by the items, of course, that they picked up. Look at this. This is a trap. Let's see who's going to walk into this. They have got a bit of vision, but they don't see it.
Battle begins.
This is what it. Oh, if he just walked a bit. Oh, now they see him. Now they see him. They see him. I'm just having the vision up still. Of what Fnatic sees, and this is what Blueberry Ninja sees. He doesn't see these heroes here. He doesn't see them. He's waiting for the creep wave, and now he sees Era. But he can't go on it anymore, because the creep wave comes and Era doesn't want to miss any last hits. It was a nice setup. Would be nice if it actually worked, but luckily for Blueberry Ninja, he didn't risk it. Gonna be placing a ward very safely. In the meantime, Age Separation picked himself up a rune. He's gonna be helping out Handy. Now the thing about a Storm Spirit, of course, is that before he's level 6, he is basically not worth anything just yet. He can't really do anything. So he's definitely at a risk of dying. So that's why we see No Tail rotating, because they can't afford Honey to die. And as soon as he's level 6, Honey will be able to take care of himself, but he needs to get level 6 first. In the meantime, on the bottom lane, we have Quicks indeed taking the farm here, with Era gonna be trying to take the farm here for his side. Tower is actually gonna help out push this lane out. We have Blueberry Ninja coming in with a stun, perhaps, if they want to try to go on Synderen at some point. Synderen, of course, being the squishiest target of these two. Though, yeah, with the dual lane versus dual lane, I don't think we're gonna actually see any kills. I mean, there is an escape for Lifestealer with the Rage when he has level 2. I think Synderen is gonna be playing it very safe. There is a Wind Run and there is a stun to help out as well. I mean, both the supports are gonna be playing it safe or not, or they're gonna just harass Era. Open wounds. Here comes Split Earth, or is it not? Yes, it is. And this can be First Blood. What am I saying? It should be safe, but they really wanted to go for Era. Now it's going to be Era, who cannot rage because he didn't pick that one up, and he is going to be harassed. Power Shot will not kill him, but the right click does. Split Earth is still going to hit Synderen and still going to try to go for this kill. And with the lightning, he actually can. There he goes. Double kill for Synderen as the First Blood gets spilled. He gets a stun in his face. So can Blueberry Ninja turn this around? But the TP comes in also for Era, so he will be able to spam an open wounds, and he does. Synerin still has enough mana for another Split Earth. It's gonna go for it, it's gonna hit it. Doesn't have enough mana for a Lightning anymore though. And it's just gonna right click, and it's gonna be enough. That's another kill going the way of the Lifestealer. Now in the meantime, there was of course Era that still went down, so it's 3-1 on this bottom lane. But Synerin, as a support, now level 4. Oh come on, stop doing this, thank you. Level 4, higher than the carry, higher than everybody on TCM's line, and of course twice a death for Blueberry Ninja, who's still level 1. In the meantime, in the mid lane, we have got Honey, who is 11 for 3, with Go Audio on 9 for 1. So fairly even on the last hits, I'd say, with No Tail just making sure that everybody is safe. He's also sniping some experience, so that's going to be a bit of a delay to level 6 for Honey, but at least it's going to be a safe level 6. And Honey actually being higher level than Go Audio is at this moment. In the meantime, on the top lane, we have Raiko being on 7-1, and with Trixie being on 13 for 6. So Trixie able to harass Raiko a bit. Like I said, I mean, one curse. Is he actually picking curse? Yes, he has one in curse. One curse will make sure that Raiko will feel the need to either cast a spell or back off, and either he gets harassed by his HP, or he loses a lot of his mana by using a spell. So it's a very potent thing to have, and you can kind of spam it a bit out of if you're a silencer, especially if you have a Ring of Pistolas, of course. In the meantime, it's gonna be a Vortex up on Go Audio. Cold Feet gonna go as well, and they actually might get this kill. They will. Avalanche doesn't matter anymore, and Asian Operation picks himself up a kill. Fnatic winning 2 out of the 3 lanes already, and we might see some. Whoa, camera! Might see some here as well. Lightning is not going to get the kill there up on the Windrunner. Windrunner going to eat some tangos to get her HP back up, but she doesn't have any more than tangos, so she just has to be patient until the leaves heal her. But it will be Fnatic that's getting ahead in this bottom lane. We have 15 for 4 up on Era, with Quicks being on 15 for 0. Last hit-wise, not that big of a difference, but those kills and the harassment coming out definitely do make a difference. Synerin already, with all that gold that he picked up, he got himself an energy booster already, so we'll be having his mana boots fairly soon, and when he does, he will of course be, well, he'll be harassing a lot more than he has been so far. Another rune going the way of Age Deprivation with the bottle, another illusion. In the meantime, as far as TCM's lineup go, like, they don't really have the lineup to go for very strong lanes. They don't really have the lineup for killings yet. They need levels first, so they need levels on their Wisp to get level 6. They need the Tiny to be level 8 to have, you know, potential to be jumping around the map. And they need that Windrunner to also get a bit of items up to be able to actually be a bit of a semi-carry for her team. So everything that Fnatic gets now is all extra, I think. Or it's all something that, oh, is that really what you wanted to do? Okay. I think he just suicided his team, mate. Dude. Dude. Don't throw in the Wisp. Well, he feels bad. Wow. So my train of thought, even though it was a bit of a failed train of thought, but it was a good intention anyway. Never mind. Go Audio getting Vortex. This time the right clicks aren't enough to get a kill anymore. But you know, so TCM have this mid-game lineup, right? So everything they would get now is something that they're gonna be able to use. As you know, it's a bonus. Everything they get used against them is something that they have to get back during that time. And the question is, can they actually get it back? Because if Fnatic is too dominating already at the start here, as Trixie is actually getting away from the top lane on very low life, while Puck seems fairly okay. But if TCM gets shut down too much before they have that mid-game combination ready, then they might not be able to come back from this. Well, we're gonna see it. And of course, I mean, Fnatic, even though they've got some very strong lanes with the Vortex going there, and of course Tiny helping out there for Fnatic as well, with tossing in the squishy Wisp, etc. Even then, they have got this mid lane as well, mid game as well. They've, especially purely because of Honey. As soon as he's level 6, he'll be able to be a big nuisance, and he's already has 2 assists, so he's already not doing too bad before he's level 6. Imagine what he can do with level 6, right? In the meantime, Era level 5, Synerin level 5. Let's take a look at these two, both level 3. Global Silence, gonna try to help Trixie stay alive for now, but he's still taking a lot of harassment from these creeps. He has to run for his life. Is there gonna be an orb? There's no mana for an orb. Maybe there is. He's gonna try.
Behold!
And that's a kill.
Silence is
Yeah, nice kill for Puck, and actually that's good because that was of course the only lane that they were getting, that weren't losing just yet. But it looks like we're gonna see another kill going off on this bottom lane. Windrunner trying to help out, and the infest damage does the job.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And in the meantime, the rotation from the Sven means that he cannot help his teammate. They're gonna try to go for this, though. Avalanche misses, walking up the high ground blindly. And all of a sudden, they are in a bit of a trouble because they have got, well, the chilling touch, which is actually being spec'd to the max, basically means that there's an extra hero there to last it, to right click. So that's a lot of rotation being used for TCM without getting anything in return for that. A bit of an obvious rotation as well. Well, yeah, with Windrunner going down without anybody being there, and of course also the Dire side still having some coverage for wards. Oh, ball lightning in, he's level 6. Tether, is it gonna help out? There goes the curse as well, and that's gonna be a kill. Hello Trixie, welcome to the middle lane. He is level 6 and he decided to use that properly. As we do see power treads up on Honey. Trixie is going for the mechanism. As we're going to be seeing on the bottom lane lightning going through to pick up the Sven. Fnatic, they are giving TCM no peace of mind. No rest for the Wicked, and ball lightning in on the top lane because they want to go for the Wisp. Look at that damage. I don't even think the vortex was needed. The double damage rune just, oh, so annoying to deal with if you are a squishy Wisp already. In the meantime, we do have Synderen not yet picking up any level in his edict just yet, meaning that the tower will only be chipped off. When he gets 1 level in edict, wait a second, another toss in for the Wisp. His separation ulti is gonna fly in, gonna hit on 4 people. Nice attempt of to dodge. Curse being used on Tiny. They can't really go in just yet though, and actually Honey TP's out. Gonna go top. Bottom tower is gonna be taken down. Fnatic knowing that they can't go for a team fight like that, so they just back off and get the pressure up elsewhere. As the TP had to get cancelled, and Synderen picking himself some extra gold because, you know, he can do that. Still 3 heroes hanging around in the mid lane. TCM, but it's, I mean, you know, it's all nice that you're gonna try to go for a kill and stuff, but look at that already. Bluebear Ninja can't really help anymore. We have got a disconnect coming up from Raiko. But the thing is, if you're gonna be going for a kill in the mid lane, right, and you have got your supports coming in to help out, look at the level difference. Level 4, level 5, level 6, level 7. And of course Hani, who is not here anymore, is level 7 as well. The level difference is just insane purely because they can't get in close to try to get the experience, and when they do, they're with more than people than the opponent team, so they level slower than them, and it's hurting them a lot right now because, as I said, they need that Wisp at level 6, they need a Tiny at higher level as well, and right now they're not getting any of it. They don't have any chance yet to fight back, really. And if we look at the net worth, we see that as well. I mean, there's 4 heroes of Fnatic that are higher than 4 heroes of TCM, with only the Puck that of course got himself a solo kill to get himself ahead. Looks like we're gonna see maybe Era trying to go for this, realize that there's a Windrunner around, so backs off. But he is the only one that is doing okay for his team. And the rest is just a bit behind. Now you have to say, I mean, there's 1 tower down, and the tower definitely helps out. As in, oh, did they want to go for this? No. But the tower definitely helps out with giving the support a bit of extra gold. But then still, he is still 500 gold higher than the Windrunner, whose lane was to be the carry lane for her team. Global Silence trying to help out. Puck trying to go for a kill, but I think he got a bit cocky and he actually goes down. One team by himself. Looks like Go Audio is gonna have something chasing him down. Ball Lightning is gonna miss. Don't know where. Oh, I don't know where Hani was going. Gets a shackle power shot. Cold Feet gonna go up on the Go Audio. The Sun Deal goes off. Hani goes down. Nice split earth hits on 2. Lightning bouncing through as well. Can they still get someone? Open wounds up on the Sven. There's already 2 down on the side of TCM. Can they make it into 4? Yes, they can. With No-Tail still taking a lot of damage from the tower. He's actually gonna be also the host for the lifestealer for a little while, but is gonna be out safe. And that is still no level of Edict picked up. But this could be a very good push here. Even though Raiko comes in with an orb looking to be going for something perhaps. But what can he really do? His supports, I mean, Wisp is still level 5. Windrunner is super low on life. If they scout her out, then she will be gone. But she actually now backs off, and it's going to be just Puck leaving here to defend. And apparently it's enough, because Fnatic, they back off. Gonna go for an armlet up on Era, and we're gonna see Cinder, and let's see what he's gonna go for next. I mean, he's got a lot of gold. He is 4 for 0 for 4. And that is a lot of... It's a lot of involvement in fights. A lot of kills as well, I have to say, for a support. But that kind of makes you like transition out of being that hard support and just let Asia Deparation do that. And you start building as a semi-carry. So is he going to go for the BKB first? I would personally like to see that. He actually smokes up, gonna walk blindly past the ward, or at least, you know what I mean. TCM doesn't see him. And gonna be trying to help out the bottom lane where Era is already hanging around. Let's see if Era is gonna get ganked. But everybody of TCM is on the top lane. The ball lightning in, and that is gonna be the bait. Quicks doing that successfully. Quicks is so far not dying just yet though, and Honey realizing that he was baited. He is gonna try to get himself out. He does have 4 stick charges and his ball lightning, so he is just fine. And the Windrunner is just fine as well. Didn't shatter from that A ulti. And then they look to be giving up their tier 1 tower as well. Invisibility rune up on the Puck. Can't really do anything with it though. I mean, there's 2 people here. It's too risky. In the meantime, on the bottom lane, the Shrek thought, you know what, they're not coming for Era, let's just take down the tower, because nobody is gonna defend it anyway. Looks like they're gonna maybe trade it with a tier 2, but they might even be in time to still defend it. There are TPs up on both of them. And we do have them trying to go for the tower. In the meantime, it is Raiko that's finding himself the Puck. Realized that someone was there, and Puck just being annoying, clearing out the creep wave for Hani. But yeah, in the meantime, tower still goes down. But you know, I think Synderen is really sad right now that they didn't have edicts, because this could be free damage done to the tower if he actually had Eric. Ooh, Synderen taking a lot of damage here, and it's gonna be still taking a winning rip, running himself away from this time. The Puck is gonna be taking a cold feet, and it's gonna be shattered here soon, as we have a lightning still picking up the Sven. So that is going to be still a kill for Synderen. We have an infest on Era, but Era is just going to try to run himself out. The Shackle won't latch. He still has his rage, and he will turn around and go for Goadio or Werner. Who is he going to find? Lightning still bouncing through, but not going to reach any heroes this time. And now Era has Armlet toggling to stay alive, as we still have the Puck. Nice dodge for the Split Earth. And the lightning going through, and he gets another kill, and he is still alive, hanging around this bottom lane. Era is going to be raging away from the Avalanche. Wants to go for Goadio, doesn't have enough mana for a... Well, does have a cooldown up on his open wounds, I mean, and that's going to be making sure that's the end of that one. But Synderen getting 2 kills there with being on such a life from the start of that fight, and TCM actually running away with life that was almost as low as Synderen's without getting any kills in return is of course a pretty big feat for Fnatic. And we're gonna be seeing if Fnatic can keep the pressure on, because that is something that they're gonna have to do. Because the moment they let the pressure go, they give some time to TCM to try and make their lineup work. Because of course they have the plan as well, and they haven't been able to put it into working just yet because they don't have the levels. That's for one, and they don't have the opportunity because they're so on the back foot already. In the meantime, Troubled, Hani, gonna go down. With Raiko picking up a kill, solo kill. He is the one that's actually being able to get some kills for his team. He's got 2 for 3 for now, 2 for 3 for 0. So no assists, all the kills that he has been involved in, he's taken for himself. But he's been doing okay with that. By the way, may I just point out that that ward is amazingly cute. We do have a Blueberry Ninja still going down. Synderen with the haste rune looking for a Split Earth, finds it as well. Lightning, Edict, and that is not going to be a kill this time. Shackle, and this is going to be a kill maybe up on Synderen. 1 more hit needed, and the tower will do the job. And only now comes Trixie with the last word. Won't be able to kill off the Wisp. Avalanche still stuns up on Trixie, but nobody is going to be doing anything about it. Fnatic losing their Leshrac for the first time. As we do still have No-Tail not dying yet this entire game. He's the only one now that hasn't died yet.
Radiant structures are fortified.
We're gonna be seeing if they can, if they can defend it. Like TCM, they're so far behind. By the way, for the gold grab, for the people that are wondering, I mean, it is of course in favor of. Wait a second, we're following top. And he's fine. He has ball lightning. Should be fine. Should be fine, unless he gets cocky and tries to do something in return. Wisp TP was used for that one, so that's the Wisp level 6, and that was Synderen coming into play, and that's Puck going down still.
We're both strangers in this strange land.
In the meantime, looks like Era wants to go for someone. Asia Deparation ulti gonna play, gonna miss. And that's going to be Aaron not going in. He actually gets a shackle. Could he really expect not to get initiated on if he went in for 3? Power shot gonna hit. He doesn't have a rage. Now he does. And Werner goes down. Age separation picking up the kill. And that is TCM backing out. And the Windrunner, the one that was farming for TCM on the bottom lane, still behind the support of Fnatic. Still behind No-Tail. Now, of course, a lot of that gold comes from towers. And normally you think something like, okay, you know what? That tower gold, TCM at some point is going to be able to get the towers as well. And they're therefore going to be able to pick up the gold. And going to be making it even again, etc. But they haven't really been able to find openings. Like, the thing is, if TCM wants to take a tower now, they're gonna have to pick someone off successfully and get themselves a tower. Now they just tried to of course pick off Hani. Now I have to also say that's really not the target that you really think you can pick up. As our audio goes down as well, Storm Spirit picking up again. Like, you're not going to be able to get a successful gank on a Storm Spirit that easy because he is Storm Spirit and he can just ball lighting away, so he's going to be fine. Wait a second, Wisp TP, you're going to come in to try and stop Trixie, or maybe they can find Era as well. They're actually going to go for No-Tail. No-Tail is going to be going down here. He is going to be the first, that's going to be his first death. In the meantime, Sven still went down in the mid lane. It looks like the support comes in too late to try and help out No-Tail. That was his corpse right there. Shackle ledges up on Trixie. But no more mana for a power shot from Windrunner. And Werner, I'm not sure what he's thinking about right now. If he really wants to go in, I don't think so. And the gold grabs are going down even further. 14k gold in favor of Fnatic, in case anybody was wondering. And 12k experience also going the way of them. So far, so good, I'd say. And if they can't keep the pressure on, this is their game. TCM, they have to try to bring it back, of course. And the way they're going to be having to do that is the way they just picked off No-Tail. Because they just have to go and try to go for ganks and try to get pickoffs. And don't try to get anything in return for it so far. Just get pickoffs, continue to get them until you feel comfortable enough to indeed try to go for something after a pickoff. If you think you can win a 4-on-5 fight, then, you know, make it 4-on-5. But for now, they can't even make it 4-on-5, I think. If they want to go for a team fight, it should be 5 against 3. And even then, it's going to be risky business with the massive difference that they have in with the two of them. Between the two of them, the two teams, that is. Looks like we are going to see Bloodstone being built up by Synderen, so no BKB just yet. Bloodstone comes first. And we have got Blue Baron Ninja. He's having to rotate a bit into a semi-carry role, of course, as well, because a Windrunner and a Tiny are not going to cut it right now, especially since Tiny hasn't really been able to do something yet this game. So Blue Baron Ninja is forced to farm here, as we have got another disconnect from the puck, but we will be having a pause for that, I would assume. As there it is. And there's the goal again as well. And Era picked himself up an Ogre Club. Is he gonna go for a Suns and Yash? I believe he did the same thing yesterday. Just gives him a bit of extra chasing speed. If he wants that. In the meantime, Tiny hasn't really gotten anything. No Blink Dagger, no nothing. Storm Spirit finds himself a kill on a Sven. He was happily farming here, but he is still a Sven that started out as a support. So against a level 11 Storm, a level 7 Sven is not going to be able to do anything. And Storm has got his Orchid complete, by the way. That's the recipe also in his inventory. So we see the situation of the game. TCM locked down inside their base. It feels like Fnatic has given them some time to lick their wounds, though, to contemplate the situation, because Fnatic, they are not really pressuring it right now. They are going for Roshan, so maybe with that they will try it. And of course they also still have the top lane to take down, because they don't have any towers yet down on the top lane. Oh my god, epic music. Should have epic movements from the map coming. Should have epic battles coming as well. Blue Baron Ninja going out in the forest. It doesn't fit. It doesn't fit. Sometimes it fits, sometimes it doesn't. And for people wondering, this is a bug in Dota TV. Sometimes the laning music just gets turned on way high. It does only last for a short period, and there we go, it's gone again. And it's an issue, and I believe it's known. But it's fine. Anyways, we have got a smoke up on the top lane. They are pretending that Go Audio is free farming here. Now, I have to say, like, who is gonna believe that there is a free farming Tiny that way up the hill without any backup, with the rest of his team missing from the map, right? So they probably know that this is gonna be a a trap, so they're not going to go in. Maybe they're going to try to force out TPs or stuff instead, just to make sure that they're going to go. I mean, the tier 1 tower on the top lane is dead already anyway. We've got Trixie, by the way, finishing up his 4-staff, finishing up his mechanism, and it is the Tiny that's going to go for an Aghanim still, or at least trying to. And the rest now showing that they're here, knowing that their gank has failed, or their trap, I should say.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And there's going to be a tower going down. Well, they're gonna lose a tier 3 for it. Like, sometimes when trading towers, I'd say, like, it's not that bad because they need the gold. But losing a tier 3 is something entirely different than losing a tier 1 or a tier 2. And this will actually hurt them quite a bit. And the tower goes down. Ooh, Era. Close. Jumps himself in and out of the crypt to get some more HP. Looks like it's gonna be a base race for now. Gonna try to force them back. TCM, they know that's not gonna be not gonna be anything anymore. We have Windrunner still getting picked off there in the base of Fnatic. In the base of TCM, and in the base of Fnatic, the TPs are actually forced out. They take the tier 3 tower, but they shouldn't try to take more because that will be the death of them. There goes the global silence. Era going for someone, has not got his open wounds anymore, and is gonna go for rage. That tether will help out with the speed, and they actually TP themselves up. Buyback from the puck, who just got picked up by the storm as well. And with the lightning still picking off the Windrunner, and Synderen just doing some 2 versus 1 Dota, and actually was able to get himself a kill, but will now drop with the one last hit from Raiko. In the meantime, kills all over the map with the Wisp coming back. This time without the Tiny, of course, but he still went down. No real surprise there. But that is one set of Rex down. But it's traded for tier 3, and it's actually not too bad for TCM. This is possibly the best trade they could ever hope for, because if they went for something that was not a trade, like if they would have tried to defend it, they would have died, and it would have been more than just a trade. And this way, it's only a trade, so I kind of like it. Though it's still not a good situation for them to be in. Of course, we have got them going towards the 20k with the experience graph saying the same story. So it's yeah, a ulti. Are they gonna go in on that? Era might. Nah, going for creeps instead. Creeps instead, indeed. We do almost have 800 extra gold for Go Audio to get himself his Aghanims. And he'll be that will be his main priority. And maybe when I ask that, they will be able to fight back, because we do see Quicks being picked off. I mean, really, don't be that far out of your base when there's a Storm Spear on the map like that. It's just doesn't work. We've seen that. That's how many times has Hani been able to pick off heroes on this bottom lane? Often, very often. TPs towards the top lane. Take 2, but this time Fnatic is already in their base, and they're gonna rotate towards the tier 3 bottom. And there is an Edict level 4. There is an infested lifestealer. There is a global silence in 23 seconds again. Open wounds, gonna be hitting up on Blueberry Ninja. Nice stun still hits. The rage wasn't there, but the god strength there, but doesn't matter anymore. Shackle doesn't latch. Dreamcall hits on 2, but Era doesn't care about that. He is rage. Gonna go for the puck, as we do still. We actually are gonna be seeing him trying to get away, and he will be juking it around a bit. We still have the Toss and Tiny coming in. Tiny and Wisp coming in. They pick up the Age of Rage and buys back. Nice split earth. It's gonna be the Wisp that goes down as well. So Tiny ball lighting into the base. And that is gonna be giving Windrunner the death mark from Lashrek's lightning. And that will be game. I really think this is supposed to be game. No hope anymore for TCM with this disadvantage. Silence, Blueberry Ninja going down. And the barracks going down. And the next set of barracks going down. Nice drawing on the minimap from the puck. He's saying, you know, let's go up top. But I don't think it's gonna matter that much. Open wounds up on the Wisp. We do also have Raiko gonna be trying to blink himself away, trying to survive. But I don't think it's gonna work all too much. He is gonna get picked off real fast there. And the lightning again, giving the killing blow. Tiny has a tree. Tiny has a tree. But can he do something with it? Can he put it to good use? It's not the size, it's how you use it. And that is gonna be no use for the tree. And it's gonna be, I mean, I'm surprised TCM hasn't called the GG yet. 25 minutes in, they have made it. But Fnatic definitely ahead right now. I can't see any way TCM is still gonna be able to win this unless Fnatic massively throws. But I don't know them as a team of throwers, so You know, who knows? Here comes a Shackle, ledges on Trixie. Nice. Nice 3-man stun, but doesn't matter. There's a Vortex to take care of Blueberry Ninja, and Edict will help out.
Middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
And this is TCM hiding in their base. You know, they could end it all and then just, you know, call it, but they don't want to. Whoa, toss. Nice, gets himself a kill, but he is gonna be paying for that one. Goes down. There goes Go Audio again. The GG well played finally goes out. There we go. TCM not gonna be winning this one. Fnatic winning this one with the first big silencer. Who did a fairly decent job against the puck top, I have to say. Even though he did die at some point, it felt like it was quite even. Blueberry Ninja is also gonna go down. Anyways, this was only the teaser for tonight because the real match is gonna start right now. Or the real match, I say that kind of mean, but you know, the big match is gonna start right now. It's the header of tonight. It's gonna be Mousesports taking on Virtus Pro, and the reason why that's such a big match is that it's very simple. The winner goes to the LAN finals in Kiev, the loser doesn't. There's no way out of anything. You can't lose this one, otherwise you can't go to Kiev. It's do it or die tonight for these two teams. Of course, the losing team is still gonna stay in Pro Series. They can try again next season, but you know, you want to go to the Stars. You want to go to Kiev. So that's what they're gonna be trying to do. Virtus Pro versus Mousesports. I have been trying to get a co-caster for that match. So far, not really succeeding yet, but I will check my Skype again when this game is over to see if I have any extra replies to see that they can actually co-cast. But we'll find out in just a moment. Stick around for Virtus Pro versus Mousesports because, you know, that's gonna be a good match. Gonna be a big match anyways. If it's a good match, that remains to be seen. Anyway, Fnatic take their last 3 points in the StarLadder Star Series as well, as TCM can't get their hands on it. We're gonna be jumping ourselves out of this game and going into the next game. Stick around for more Dota 2 for StarLadder, the last match of the StarLadder Star Series online season, group stage, season 5. Here we go.